guys, it's Jeanette with Our Backroom Creations. Come on in. Let me know you're here and how cold it is. It is like, I think it was 8 or 10 degrees. Right in there. It's cold. I'm in Ohio. So this is my segment in the stocking challenge. So come on in. We're going to make a stocking or two. We'll just have to see. Hi, Rainy. How are you? I forgot to put my picture in there. Alrighty. Hi, Jolynn. Hi, Miss Tracy. How are you? I hope you're warm. Oh, there I am. Hope you're warmer than I am. Because it is cold. Hi, Jolynn. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Lori. Alright, guys. So this is my segment in our stocking challenge. This is a little bit different this year. So we got like a 24-hour-ish notice of what items we could use. She gave us 5 items. Scrap fabric, twine, wooden beads, craft paint, and buttons. So I have my craft paint. I have my jute. It's a little tassel. I have some beads here. And I have some buttons. Okay. And I made, if you didn't see my post, some people are going to want to not be nice to me. Hi, Shelly, newbie from Michigan. Welcome on in. You made 7 stockings? Wow. Hey, Miss Mary. I am freezing in Ohio. It is so cold today. Hi, Mary Schneider. How are you? So I just did a rough, I actually did 2 just in case, because mine aren't too complex or anything. This is out of a Chenille bedspread. My mom and dad had it on their bed for many years. But it has got some holes in it. It's got a couple rust spots from the washing machine. And my mom said, do what you want with it. So I cut it up. I've had it for a year. You're under 2 blankets. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Mary. Yeah, we sit around with blankets too. I wear hoodies and sweatshirts and flannels. That's pretty much what I live in. I have jeans on today, but I'm normally in sweatpants or athletic pants. So I just did I printed off a copy, blew it up, just a simple pattern. So I did go ahead, so I have remember my craft haul with all the quilting supplies? There was a bunch of buttons in there. So no black buttons, and I needed a black button. So my husband's probably going to yell at me when I go downstairs, but I spray painted a black button. And I did. So I have some black paint just in case we have to touch up. Might have to touch up some white. Hey, Amanda. How are you? Hi, Darla. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Anita. Hi, Brenda. So, and this is the fringe that went around the whole bedding. So I was able, because it's, oh my gosh, this thing is probably at least, see, I'm 55. It's at least 45 years old, because I know I was very, very little when Mom and Dad had this. So I cut off I just pulled the fringe off. I mean, where's the rest of it? Oh, I got it somewhere else. But all of it just came off in one big thing. Hey, Keffany, love you big. Hey, Kim. So I got a piece of that. Might have to cut off another piece or make the other one a little bit different. But it has some white beads. We got to paint these black. Not sure which one I want to use. Might be able to glue it. Anyway, okay, so let's do some painting. I think I was spray painting in my trash can. That's how I spray paint in the winter. Oh, Busby. Look, Busby. It's my chenille, my chenille blanket. You told me not to cut up. It's cut up. That's what you get for saying how warm it is. Oh, for heavens. Listen, it's 8 degrees here. 8. Where's my other bead? Oh, no. I gotta have another bead. I just had it. I can't. Oh, it's in my hand. Whoops. Hi, Rosa. Thank you. We are doing well. I hope you are as well. Okay, so these 3 beads are going to be a snowman. The Chenille sheds. And let's see here. So this is the brim of the hat. And I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's big enough. So let's paint this black. Let me just get a little paper towel. I didn't get much out as far as paint supplies because I knew I didn't have much painting to do. Okay, so we're going to paint this little block. I don't know what it's from. It's just a bag of little blocks I had. I got some black paint here. Let me see if I can. I don't buy stuff in little. That's not black. That's pavement. It's like a charcoal black. We don't want that. Because I buy black and white in big jars. Your heart is broken. Oh. It's got holes in it that I can't repair. And it is what it is, girlfriend. Okay, so we're going to paint this black. Get my little stick here. Hey, Deborah. Just use my stick to hold it down. Yeah, when I go downstairs, Floyd will say, "What were you spraying?" I can't go outside. My spray can would probably freeze before it even got on the beads. Hi, Laura. Merry Christmas. I'm currently working. This is probably one of my last Christmas crafts. Because I was in a couple events. I did Christmas. But I've already packed up most of my Christmas. I mean, it's just out in the she shed. So if I needed to go out and get some, I could. But I've already packed it up and took it outside. Because I'm over it already. Just not feeling very. I'm not very merry this year, but that's okay. Okay, so we're going to let that dry because we don't need it for a hot minute. And then these are going to be our snowman. So what I've done is, this was a tassel on the end of a big bead garland. And when the bead garlands are on clearance, like after Christmas through Walmart, Hobby Lobby, I'll buy the garlands and I'll take all the beads off. So we're going to, because here's my jute, and here's my beads that I have to use. We only have to use 3 of the 5 items, but I think I'm using everything. Scrap fabric, the chenille, you're over Christmas too, the twine, wooden beads, I got square ones and round ones, craft paint, we just painted, and buttons. We got buttons. So I'm using all 5 items. Hi, Cindy. Yep, I'm on to spring. Yep, spring. Okay, so we're leaving our tassel on the end. I'm not going to need all this, but I didn't want to cut it. You would love Christmas 12 months a year. I normally would, but this year I'm just not feeling it. Just for a lot of different reasons. But doesn't mean I need to rain on your parade. Let me get a little piece of tape. I'm currently working on some Valentine's Cupids. I made some bees. I made one bee the other night. I got a bunch more cut out. I've got 2 more Cupid bodies to print out, and then I have all their stuff ready to paint and stuff. Okay, this should be easier. There's our second bead. Here's our third bead. So we've got a tassel and our button. It's one of those big plastic jumbo buttons that are normally in a bunch of different colors. Well, this one was a dark blue one. And I spray painted it in my trash can. I wedged a skewer in my trash can, and I spray painted it down below. I hope this is going on the right way. Yeah. So we got the hat. It'll be off kilter just a tad, but I think we can like glue it to where it'll be good. And then, yeah, we'll glue that on top. Whoops. I think the hat should have been a little bit taller, but I think 2 blocks would be too much. So we'll leave it at that. But we got to get a face. And I'm going to put some glue in between these so they don't go nowhere. You been a little grinchy today? I do like bees. Oh, bees and ladybugs are like my favorite thing. Yeah, he's back here. Isn't he so cute? I actually bought some of these from Kathleen Kirkland years ago, and I seen the pattern, and I'm like, oh, I have to make those. And then here's the cute little primitive Cupid. He's even got a halo. He's not got his heart. He's got a little fabric heart that is on his hand. The other ones I'm going to paint the red fabric. Thank you. That one I just used red fabric, but the ones that I cut out last night, we're going to paint the muslin. So we can sand it a little bit and make it look a little more rustic. Thank you. I don't do a whole lot for Valentine's Day, but because the shop's not open. Come on, get on there. There we go. The shop's not open, so there's no Valentine's Day. We'll open, we close down, she closes down the shop January, February. Now, last year we opened up the last week of February, but next year she said first week of March. And I think Easter's the very last of March. I can't remember. Thank you. I do have a lot of decorations too, Mary. You end up doing more. Well, our cat, the lovely thing that she is, can you hear the sarcasm? Likes to eat everything. And she's been so rotten. I won't say bad, I'll just say rotten. The past few months, I just don't think I could deal with her getting in the tree and eating stuff, and I'm just over it. Oh, thank you so sweet, Brenda. Okay, so here's our little snowman. Oh, he came apart. Wasn't trying to put too much glue there. I got some markers out here. It can just stay like that. I don't tear. Oh, that's why it won't glue together. There was a big hump in there. Well, I can even put a little scarf on him. Okay, so here's our little snowman. I got an orange marker. We can put a little nose on. April 6th. Thank you, Brenda. So I'll have I won't do a bunch of Easter, but I'll do a little more spring. Let's see, I'm just going to do round eyes. I want to try to do some more. The seasonal stuff sells, but I want to do just some regular, everyday farmhouse and primitive. Okay, so let's do a little mouth. Then we'll do big button. Or a dot, whatever you want to call it. He's only getting 3 dots, 3 buttons, or 2 buttons. It'll be okay. Oh, thank you, Darla. So I got my jute, my button, my block, and my beads. So we'll leave that to dry. Hat's a little off kilter because of how I had to string him up, but that'll be okay. All right, so let's get those out of the way. Let that chill. So I'm going to do something, instead of just hanging our stocking, we're going to put some stuffing in it. Oh, our previous cats, I mean, they might not get up in the tree, but they would, play with the stuff on the bottom. So I would put bells and plastic things on the bottom. But she is chewing electrical cords, charger cords. I've gone through 2 glue guns because she gets in here, I'll go downstairs and leave my room open. I can't do that now. Okay, so we got some stuffing. So these are just the insides of the Walmart pillows. You've heard me say that before. Don't buy the polyfill, it's too expensive. So I just printed out a stocking pattern I found online, blew it up, printed it out. Hi, Lisa. And the Chenille, is a lot thicker. You could put scraps fabric in here, plastic bags. Ooh. There goes the coppers. We're right on the route that goes out of town, the highway that goes out of town, so we hear everything. I've learned just to tune it out. But when the big fire trucks go by, I usually hear that. So I don't want to overstuff it. Just enough to give it some shape. But, for something around, if you have an old pillow, now, pillows, when they get flat, they get condensed, but you can pull them apart. I wouldn't sell anything with a used pillow stuffing, but, if it's just for you. All right. So here's, yeah, I think that's good. Okay. Oh, let's just glue it. I was going to sew it, but we're just going to glue it. See if I can not burn myself. Ouch. Too late. Too late. So late. I didn't realize how bad chenille frays. But I got to looking at it because when I was cutting it apart, all these pieces were coming off in between the little, I call them little nubs. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's curly white hair for a doll. So I saved them. I gotta stop saving stuff. Floyd mixed up the chili the night before I got off work, and he had the cans in the sink for me, and I'm like, nope, I threw them away. I got a big old box of cans out in the shed. So I don't need no more. So I kind of usually just mash it and push the stuffing back up after I sew it or glue it. There we go. Okay. So we've got a plain stocking. And then this is the fringe from the bedspread. I thought, oh, I gotta keep that. And it literally, there was one side that I had to like cut off the bedspread from the trim. But the trim's, because it's so old, it just peeled right off. I got to get a drink. My mouth has been so dry today. It was really, really busy at work. Okay, so let's see if I need to do anything. I might want to put something, like attach the snowman underneath the fringe. Trying to see how I want to do that. I'm thinking. Okay. Leave it a little long. See if I can get this through my needle. Maybe. Maybe not. Ooh, all of it but one little strand. Come on, you little snot. Oh, well. Okay, we're just going to push it through the corner here. Thank you, Caffany. Maybe it'll go through. Oh, here it comes. There we go. I love these great big needles. So one little string of that jute didn't go through, but that's okay, because we'll just cut it off. Yep, there it goes again. So many people getting laid off. I mean, we're talking major, major companies. It's so sad. Facebook, Meta. I had to tell a lady that she lost $3,000 today because she got laid off. And she didn't spend it before she got laid off. Well, that would have been a good idea, huh? Now that I've already got it through here. Busby. All right. Let's just put a big old knot back here. And then we'll glue it into the fringe. There we go. I'm just going to leave that a little long There we go. Where's my, oh, there it is. See, where's my dot? Doesn't want to stay turned around. There we go. There's the little snowman. Hi, Virginia. So we will start, see if I can try to push the fringe behind here. Okay, let's see how much more I can burn myself. Got fuzzies. And I did coffee stain the chenille. I didn't really care for how it looked. I mean, it's okay, but... So I coffee stained a heart to see what it looks like. And I don't know that I like it with the chenille. I had my tie on there when I did it. Oh well. Yeah, I wasn't fond of the coffee ground chenille. So we'll just glue this on. I don't think my sewing machine would sew that anyway. I'd have to hand sew it because it's thick. This part of it's real thick. These would be cute in a primitive house. Farmhouse decor. I'm going to go ahead and glue it around the back. Isn't that cute? Oh, real. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Yeah, I didn't like the coffee stained chenille. So I think that one's a no-go. Maybe some highlights or something with some, you know, archival ink or something, but thank you, Darla. You like the white? Awesome, Lisa. I seen Marie's earlier when I was eating supper. My schedule's been so horrible. I had to go in early, and then tomorrow I have to stay 2 hours late. Ouch. They asked for volunteers for Christmas, and I'm like, no. Okay, so now we can cut this off. There we go. So keep turning around on me. So I had to use scraps of fabric and twine. Twine's in the tassel and then up through the snowman, and wooden beads, and craft paint. We use craft paint to paint the stuff, and buttons. That's a button. You have to have it all visible. I do work from home, Brenda, but I still been having to go to work early. Had to go to work early. Tomorrow I gotta stay late. It's still open enrollment time. I didn't realize how long open enrollment was for a lot of different companies. Of course, everybody's trying to spend their money by the end of the year. I forgot I had $3,000, and I'm like, try telling somebody they use it or lose it. Because not everybody has a carryover. So yeah, I do work from home. But it's constant. I mean, Saturdays are normally a little slower. Not last Saturday. It was pretty busy, but I usually take about 70 to 80 calls a day in 8 hours. So it's just it's non-stop. So like even if you get one that's a little aggravated, I can't get off the phone. I just have to keep going. That's the only thing that, just like, no, it's no rest for the wicked. It's really, really not. One lady today didn't like my answer, and she's like, can I talk to a manager? Sure. Let me go find one. Now, when I say find one, I have to go text, type in the computer. Well, then when I got back, I said, okay, I have a manager for you. Hold on. She goes, well, I'm getting ready to go into a class. I can't do it now. And I'm like, drive me nuts. Okay, so this is all I had planned for this one. We have about 15 minutes. I did make another one because I figured I would stop early or get this one done early. So that was what I had planned for this one. Now we could. Now, you know what? I was gonna make a jute bow, but I don't think I want to. I think I like it just simple, mostly white. I like it like that. Okay, so let's save that one. So here's this one. I'm going to stuff it too. Thank you, Jeannie and Brenda. It is a lot of calls, Melissa. Some of my calls, sometimes I won't talk to quite as many because my calls are longer. The website's a little chaotic to get into. Oh, that's right. I have an hour. Oh, we'll be making some other stuff. Thanks, Cindy. What else? What do you want to talk about? Yeah, I think I like it just the way it is. I do everything so fast. Just the way I've always been. Even I eat fast. I always have. My husband's like, did you taste any of that? I don't know why. My parents didn't make me eat fast. It's just the way I've always been. Thank you, Lisa and Cheryl. I don't think we need that one. I don't want to put too much stuffing in it. Hi, Sheila from Sweetie's Creations and Decor. Here's the stocking we just finished. It's got all 5 of our items. We're on stocking number 2. This one's not going to have any beads on it, though. Let's pull up a chair. You love that one? Thank you. Let's see if I can not burn myself. Almost did. Here's the glue stick. So our time over at the shop is almost done. The last week of December is the last week. Hey, Aldine. I paint on them. Instead of the grubby jars, I do grubby cans sometimes. I bought a pattern that makes a big tall bunny, sits in the can, and then you put a wire on it. So those I saved for some of those. I saved some beef stew cans to do like, I don't know if do I have it out? Oh yeah, the little bunny and the, I got all kinds of stuff up there. So the little bunny and its lettuce bed, I kept some short cans. I'm hoping maybe I can squeeze one into it. I thought this was awful cute. I need to rust it up though. Isn't that cute? I got Christmas, Easter, Valentine's Day. I got it all up there. It is not getting burnt. That's why I stopped using that Ryobi glue gun. I mean, I have permanent scars on my hands from that thing. Oh, we gotta find our... What do I do with the fringe? I need more fringe. Oh, here it is. So this is how much fringe I got off that bedspread. See, is this long enough? Oh, look at that. You'd like to see those for spring? Okay. So there's one piece. I'll just have to cut another piece for the back. Thank you. I know it's a lot because it was like a double full size or a queen size bed, but it all ripped off real nice and neat except for one side. I just had to finish ripping off the parts of the bedspread. I save, if you get Walmart fabric that has the cardboard thing in it, I save that to wrap fabric strips or ribbon around. It's a great way to keep it all nice and neat. Okay, let's see how much more we need. There we go. Turn it around here. I'm usually off on Fridays. I'm glad I didn't sign up for, well, I'm not glad I didn't sign up for a Fun Friday, but I'm glad that I don't have to cancel one because I have to work this Friday. This close to Christmas, and, ooh, that's the wrong side. It's the back, I don't care. It's the back, I don't care. Or is it? No, it's not the wrong side. It is the wrong side. You can't tell. What did Sandy say? I tried, Darla. My mom, this was my mom and dad's bedspread years and years and years ago. In fact, I think my dad had, because mom and dad didn't sleep in the same bed because of health issues. Of course, Floyd and I don't sleep in the same bed because of health issues. I thought it was always funny growing up, but now I get it. I get it now. You value your sleep when you're older. You can snuggle when you're young. I have an organized mess, is what I call it. I'll clean my room, get all organized, and within a couple hours, it's all gone. But I try. I do try. All right, I think we have that down now. Okay, so, oh, well, that worked out good. I did both sides on the wrong side, but you can't tell. See, that's how the front looks there, and then that was the back of it. So that's how clean it tore off the bedspread. Okay, so we got that on. I was going to make a jute, like, flower. So let's see if we can finish that. I don't want all these strings hanging out there. So I had done like 3 bundles, and I was just going to layer them up. Thank you, Sandy. we go. Let's glue it together. Floyd's been sick, so he's not been in the wood shop at all. He was sick. Had a fever and cough and the whole sinus crap. I'm like, you stay away from me. Of course, I spend most of my time up here. I started to get the sniffles this morning, actually, so I went ahead and took some medicine. Yes, when we're at this age, sleep does come first. Okay, so we got little jute flower. Is there a better way to probably do this? Probably. But that's my way. And we're going to find a button. So, I thought maybe a red button. Let me grab my button box. So here's what I was talking about, those great big buttons. They usually come in bright colors. We got some fancy smanchy buttons. I separate them by style, and then I zip them together. Bunch of little odds and ends buttons. I don't have nothing like, oh, I have some yo-yos. She had yo-yos in here. Do I want a yo-yo in the middle of it? Hi, Gail. From cold Detroit. Well, I'm only about 4 hours from you, and I know it's cold. I think that's too big, though. That's kind of too big. No yo-yos for you. These are kind of like... I thought of Valentine's Day when I thought of these. Oh, I like the pink and brown. Not for a stocking, though. There's a red and gold. I did have a brown one out. We could put some blingy blingy on it. Oh, I have snowflakes. I have rusty snowflakes. That would look better than the blingy blingy. I like that. Most of this is real blingy blingy. I do like a little from time to time. Some of these are big. My granddaughter's eyes get big when she sees all my bling. I do have some rusty bells. I don't put my bells away. I have some bigger ones, or I could do some smaller ones. So we could do the big bell, or we could do the snowflake, or I could put like 3 little ones. I go through little bells like they're going out of style. Oh, I like that. I like the little bells. I vetoed you. I do like the snowflake though. Good idea, Mary. You too? Yeah, me too. Kind of makes it look like the middle of a flower. 13 minutes. I forgot we were on for an hour. I usually get out too much stuff, and here tonight I didn't get out enough. Oh, excuse me. There we go. I like that. Hope it's going up here. Thank you, darling. Yeah, I like the small bells too. I think I went through like 300 little bells this season. And I'll use them all year long because you know the types of stuff that I make. I should have attached this before. What do you think with this snowflake? No, I don't want it there. I don't know. What are your fingers? A quick Valentine craft. You're funny, girl. We can work on the bees. I think I like it just like that. It's just simple. I might see if I can put these on the couch. See if the cat will leave them alone. She'll probably play with the fringe and eat it. Hey, Sandra. So here was our first one. With the little snowman. His hat's a little crooked, but it's okay. Everything else in this house is crooked. And then we made another one. These are pillows. So, I mean, you could hang them up. You wouldn't have to, like, lay them down. But I just wanted them stuffed to give them a little bit of structure. And isn't that cute from my mom? I should mail one to my mom. See, look, it used to be on your bed. You love it? I think I actually like this one better, don't you? I think I might mail this one to my mom. She's all alone this Christmas. I mean, my brother's in town, but she's so used to having someone in the house. And I can't get off time for Christmas. I'm not allowed. I think I'll send her this one. Since it was on her bed. Okay, so we have about 13 minutes. So here's what I was doing with the bees. So here's the bee's body. And we were, trying to see, that's a catastrophe, looking for a place to happen. We gotta have, so they get a little piece of coffee stained cheesecloth around their neck, tied in a little bow. So we'll work on these for a few minutes and then we'll show the stockings again. That was cut a little weird. And no, my bee lines are not perfect, and they're not meant to be. That tore. We'll make these one night on the live from start to finish. I had actually bought some of these from Kathleen Kirkland many years ago, probably about 4 years ago. She made stuff that, like I make now. She makes more wood stuff, I've seen, than anything. But I seen the pattern for these, and I thought, oh my gosh, I have to do it. So I think I'll sell them in sets of 3. See if I can just, oh yeah, fringe it, fringe it, fringe it. A little too much. So these are just made out of muslin as well, and then I painted them. So you put a little cheesecloth around their neck, and then I cut some out, and then it dawned on me, it's basically a 6-inch circle coffee stain. So I just got out my stash. Thank you. I like, for some things, I like the ones that are all like burnt and kind of stiff. So we'll do that. Put the lid on this paint over here before I dump it all over my floor. And that's a big jug. I wouldn't want to do that. Okay, so see how I did this. I forget what kind of thread this was called, but it's more of a thick thread, like you can use for like little mouse whiskers or something. But this one is, so this is a 6-inch circle, and I just fold it in half and like crease it, and then we're just gonna fan fold it or scrunch it, however you want to do it. It almost reminded me of like flower petals. So I just wrapped it around a few times. I left the tail out here so I can just tie it off, hopefully. I didn't leave it very long, did I? My fingers aren't working tonight. I burnt my finger good. It doesn't look bad. It's just a little sore. So you could glue these wings on the back. I actually sewed the other one just because I like to use as little glue as I can on cloth projects. Oh, that one's not pointy. This one, no. I need a pointy one. There we go. Here's a pointy one. So I left out, I made that long on purpose. So what we'll do is in the back, you know, this is our back because our closing seam was right there. Let me see which one's the back. I don't think it matters. Yeah, it matters this way. Okay. So we're just going to put it right there in the middle. Don't you come out of there. Now after the fabric is painted, it's a little harder to get through. Sometimes I've used a pair of pliers to get it through, and then go back over the top. We'll just put a couple stitches in it to hold it. A lot of times you can go back through the same holes. There we go. One of my ends got stuck inside. Both my ends got stuck inside. Well, there. How's that? I have to start leaving it a little longer. Might put a little dab of glue. We'll see how tight it is. There we go. Oh, it's on there. Bzz, bzz. And then I used, how did I draw the other face? Oh yes, I did beads. I ordered some of those. Tracy had the little beads on a like a stem. I ordered some of those because all I have is round beads. Okay, here's my thread. This is a thicker thread, so it can take some pulling on it. Need to sort my needles again. You love them? I like bees. I have to find a ladybug pattern I like. Or make one or something. So I just did single strength on this because it's so thick. I don't think we need... Oh, I know what I had to do. I had to... The hole in these is so small. I had to basically string it by itself because no needle I have will go through this little hole. So if you have a thicker thread, I will just put the bead on and tie a knot. There we go. Trim off the little extra. Don't cut your knot though. Oh, I know what needle I need. It's my real skinny one and it's long. Yes. I got a set of, I think it's 3 different size needles. I have a longer one too. But Hobby Lobby's got one that's like 12 inches long if you do like upholstery or something. So I tied the bead on it and then I threaded it because even this needle won't go through it. And then I did this backwards. Here, we'll start this. No. If you do it before you put your wings on, you come down here. Yeah, we're just going to pull that one. The knot came out. So we'll come down here and we'll go up at an angle. See if we can, oh, that's way up top. So I just wanted to poke a hole so I can get it started. Nope. It's kind of a chore to get used to where, that's his mouth, not his eye. That's why it's best to use a thin needle so you can kind of like bend it a little bit. There we go. That's a good spot. And then I'll go back down. But I'm almost out of time. But here's the way the bees look. And here's the first stocking we did with our little snowman. Then here's our second one, which I think I'm going to mail this to my mom. I'll keep this one, and she can have this one. I think she'd like this one better. And then we worked on her bees a little bit. But thanks so much for coming and hanging out with me. I think there's someone after me. I can't remember if there might have been some changes with the schedule. But check and see and craft around the clock and see if anybody's up after me, or go back and watch some replays if you were gone today. See what else inspiration you could be had. Oh, thank you, sweet Stephanie. But thanks for coming and hanging out with me, and I'll check you out later. Happy holidays.